Dr. TAS live with Oprah 2020 Vision Tour, Atlanta, Georgia. And now I have with me
Valerie Williams.
And Valerie, now where are you from?
I'm from Albany, Georgia.
Albany, Georgia.
Yes.
Now how far is that from Atlanta?
Albany is about 2.5 hours south of Atlanta.
Oh, 2.5 hours south. So what made you drive up today to see Oprah?
A few months ago when we saw that she was coming, it was just Oprah. And because it's Oprah, I had to come. I didn't know exactly what she was doing, but I knew it was Oprah and we were coming. So we got the ticket several months ago and came up last night.
Now that you're here, because she says that actually during the show during the conference that some people don't even realize why they're here. But now that you realize why you're here, do you realize that you are destined to be here at this point in time?
Absolutely. Because it was not until last night that I knew exactly what was happening. What I knew was The Rock was going to be here and Oprah was going to be here. And then last night as we started looking at it, like, oh, wait a minute, there's some personal stuff, there's some interactive sessions.
Yes.
And this morning, it's more than what I thought it would be. It's stuff that I didn't realize I needed, but I needed. So,
well, you know, Oprah says, you're an attorney, first of all.
Yes, I'm an attorney.
And, you know, my first degree is in criminal justice and psychology.
Okay.
So, and I love the law. But, you know, the law is very concrete. And life is not concrete. It's really it's like an abstract painting.
Right.
We're putting paint up there and we think the picture's gonna look one way, but by the time we're finished, it's a whole nother picture.
Right.
And I agree with her that the universe or God or whatever you call it is always conspiring to put us exactly where we need to be at the exact moment that we can handle it.
Right.
Because sometimes we want to do things where we're not ready. Now, I know that you said that you're an attorney. Now, what type of law do you practice?
I do mostly domestic work, family law, divorce, custody, adoption, child support. I do personal injury cases, wills and estate. But a lot of my practice revolves around families.
Now, is it family trauma or dysfunctionality?
It's mostly dysfunctionality because it's, like I said, the largest part is divorce. And so you've got parents separating, you've got kids having to deal with it, a husband and wife that simply, although they loved so hard at one point, they now hate just as hard, and helping them work through that. So as time has gone on, I've kind of evolved from being just a lawyer to being a lawyer and a counselor, and I never saw it that way. And my perspective over the last couple of years has really changed that to the point that although I would always ask my clients, are you sure you want to get divorced? Now we actually talk about the causes and what you see and why you are where you are, how you get past where you are. So we get the legal part done, but if I can help them stay together, yes, I would love to make the money, but if y'all can stay together, I want you to stay together.
Get the book, Truth, Taking Responsibility Unleashes True Healing by author Mary Ellen Saganovich. This daily guidebook of 366 truths will have you waking up to your own potential to create future success. Get the book, Truth, Taking Responsibility Unleashes True Healing by author Mary Ellen Saganovich. Available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle.
We're back. Now, dealing with a lot of divorce, which means that we've got families that are splitting. I'm thinking about some of what we've heard this morning. Have you chosen your word for the year?
I haven't actually chosen my word, but I know it's going to be some level of growth. What I came to realize while she was talking, I've had my own practice for the last probably almost 20 years, but I put a cap on where I was. I was perfectly comfortable. It was me. I had a sole practice, and then now I'm like, why am I capping this? Why is there a ceiling? Why can't I have a firm? Why not hire the lawyers? Why not expand? You know, who told you that this was all there was? So it's going to be some form of growth.
Well, you know, as I was listening to you, and you told me if you've seen it thus far, that some of the framework that she's setting here maybe aligns to what you've been doing as the lawyer counselor with your clients. And perhaps some of the tenets that we've learned, you'll be able to take back.
Absolutely, absolutely. When she talks about intent, she talks about purpose, she talks about why. I remember just yesterday I was talking to a lady who called and she was already divorced, but just 3-4 months, but she wanted to change something, and she gave me all these reasons for why she didn't want the child to go up there. The husband had this and this was happening. And then we finally got to the issue, which was there was another woman. Okay, that's a whole different ball game. It's not about the this, that, or the other. It's about what this ultimately is, and it's the other woman, and how we have to work through it. And by the time I finished talking to her, she understood legally there's nothing for you to do. You and your husband, ex-husband, and this new woman have to work through whatever is happening, because ultimately that child is the person y'all got to look out for.
And as we begin to wrap this segment up, and I know you said you don't have your word yet for the year, but it has to do with growth. You're able to see that some of the causes for why you actually have a practice are social issues, and perhaps there may be a need to bring in a person who can handle some of those social barriers that may either help the situation if marriage may not dissolve, or the marriage may dissolve but parties leave more intact.
Right.
Because that is so important.
It is. And I was sitting there thinking while she was talking. In fact, she came to a man in the audience, and I thought there should be so many more men here. Because people think of Oprah and people think of women. Oprah's show the audience was women. But the information applies to absolutely everybody.
It does.
So, yes.
Well, Valerie, I just thank you so much for joining me for this edition of Talk with TAS Live. I can't wait to find out how things take shape, since this is the year of growth for you. And I look forward to getting that feedback and then bringing you back on the show at a later time so that the audience knows what you've done.
Thank you. And I look forward to coming to see you. We'll see you in your town then.
I would love to have you. Until next time, this has been Talk with TAS Live. As you know, I always say, take care of you. Bye now.